Hey guys, what's up? This is Kristen.
And this is Ricky. And this is
Youngins the podcast, where two 20-something-year-olds give you the lowdown on what it's like to be young in today's society.
So let's get her done.
You're so weird. Yo.
Okay.
What is up,
We're here.
everybody? This has been the third time that we've tried to record this. We're new at this. But it's okay. It's gonna be fine.
Woo!
So, we're calm now. We're excited.
Calm, we're good. We're doing great.
Let's get into it.
If we don't become memes, I'm gonna scream.
Yeah. So, I know you guys already heard the intro, but again, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Ricky.
And this is Youngins the podcast.
Yeah.
So, we just want to talk about being young people in today's society, kind of what that looks like. We get a lot of flack for being millennials or Gen Z or whatever.
Whatever you're called now.
So we just kind of wanted to talk a little about like what it's like to be us in today's society, being young people.
Yeah, I feel like there's just a lot of stereotypes that go around, and like especially just because like the society that we live in now is not how we used to live in with our parents.
For sure.
And how they grew up. And so I feel like this podcast is just kind of be like relate to all of you YouTuber watchers that are going to watch this. And just
podcast
kind of
listeners, all
podcast listeners, everything. So hopefully we can touch on topics. If you have any topics, comment below. Tell us what you want to hear. We can touch on it.
Yeah. So the goal is just every episode to have a different topic and relate it back to being young and how us as young people deal with that or how it looks like in our lives. So yeah, we're excited.
I'm excited.
I listened to quite a few podcasts. As Ricky knows, I have a whole long laundry list of podcasts that I listen to, and I haven't found a good one that's about being young or like centered around young people, one that I really like. So hopefully that's what we're accomplishing.
I'm excited.
Cool. So let's just, give you some background on us.
Yeah.
How we became friends, how we got to this point.
Yeah.
So I am 23. I'm going to be 24 in about 2 weeks.
Yeah. And then I'm 21. I'll be 22 in August.
Yes. So we're 2 years apart, 2 years and some months.
Yeah.
We met in college when I was a senior and Ricky was a sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
We went to Schreiner University, which is a small private school outside of San Antonio, Texas, in a little town called Kerrville.
Vegas, what's up?
Vegas.
Hey, yo.
The Bill. Shout out.
Shout
SU. So that's how we met. We were on the student activities board together. I was an exec when Ricky came in as a sophomore to be part of our team.
Yeah. Of 6.
What?
Of 6 members.
Oh. Oh, yeah. When there were 4 execs and only 2 general members.
Yeah.
And then Ricky's class was like when we started building.
Yeah.
And getting more people. So I forgot about that. That's so funny. So, yeah, that's how Ricky and I met and became friends. So that was back in the fall of 2016. Mm-hmm. So it's been like 2.5 years.
Yeah. Kristen graduated that spring.
Of 2017.
2017. Yeah. And then I graduated this past December of 2018.
Yeah.
And then Kristen also graduated with her master's after
did.
her undergrad. Shout out. And then I actually start the same MBA program on Monday tomorrow.
Yeah, so we live the same life, basically.
Yeah, in just different timelines.
But yeah, that's how we met. We both live in Austin now. I moved here right out of college, and then Ricky also moved here right out of college.
Same.
So
it's
we
been
both...
about 3 months for me. No, 4 months for me now, and then
2 years
you've been
for
here
me.
for 2 years.
Yeah, so we're excited. It's fun to be around each other. We have like a little group of friends that we hang out with here, and it's been really fun. Austin's the shiz.
Shout out Lauren and Katie. What's up?
Hey. Cool. So let's just kind of give a catch up on what we did this week.
Yeah. It was great. I worked all week, and then Friday and Saturday I went home. Actually, Friday I went home to see my best friend. She actually graduated. Congrats, Hannah. You're awesome.
Hannah.
She graduated from her radiology program, so she did it. She's going to do amazing things. Saturday I drove up to Kerrville back to our alumni to watch my classmates graduate, Kara and Katie. Shout out them.
Shout
Congrats.
out Kara and Katie.
Yeah, also Katie got engaged. What's up? Congrats.
Woo!
Yes. So excited!
So happy.
And then kind of partied, and then we're here now.
Yeah, we're here.
That's it.
Cool. Well, this past weekend, I went home to see my family, so I'm from El Paso. Mm-hmm. So I went home. I just hung out with my parents for a few days. I left Saturday morning. I came back Monday evening.
Yeah.
I landed at like 12:30 a.m. Yeah.
Gross.
So by the time, and I took the day off from work that day. So
good.
By the time I got home, took my dog out. Yeah, I was dead. I took my dog out, got all my stuff together, my life together. It was like 2 a.m. And then I had a work conference.
Blech.
It was technically a work conference on Monday too, but since I had the day off, so I just went Tuesday and Wednesday, and it was exhausting. It was downtown, which is fairly far from my house, so I had to get up super early, be ready for that, be there all day. My whole body was hurting by the end of the 2 days, and I was just emotionally tired. Like, talking to people nonstop for 2 days was just too much for me. But yeah, so that's what I did, and then I worked the rest of the week. Nice. Yesterday, Lauren's my best friend, shout out LD. Her and I went to San Antonio. We just went to those experience rooms where you take pictures. Oh, yeah. And then we got sushi, and that's all. And then here we are. It's Sunday.
Here we are. We
Sunday. Yeah.
Whatever.
The weekend's gone, and it makes me sad.
It's fine.
It's all fine. You can cry about it later. So I thought a fun thing that we could do would just be share some fun would just be to share some fun facts about each other. Like, I'll share one about Ricky, he'll share one about me.
Heck yeah.
I know most of the people watching, at least for now, know us.
Correct.
Or know one of us. So hopefully you'll learn something new. If not, and you know us, cool. You just get to hear us talk about ourselves. So,
gotta love
Ricky already has one in mind. I haven't thought about his yet, so he can go first.
Okay, I'll go first. So, fun fact about Kristen is that she's weirdly obsessed with YouTuber David Dobrik. David, if you're watching this, just come meet her over
Don't expose me. We've already met. Well, I met him.
Meet her again, okay? So she can stop talking about it. But she knows everyday life. She watches all of his YouTube videos, all of his podcasts and vlogs, whatnot. Vlog Squad, I think is what they call the group. But it's just so really exposed. Creepy. And we've talked about it as a friend group, and we just give her a weird look. So that's it.
I also force them to participate. They'll come over.
She made two of her friends watch an hour-long video of David Dobrik. Just him. Thank God I wasn't here for that.
Don't lie. Everyone that I've showed him to now, loves him.
Granted, he's funny. Love him. Love Liza. I just love them together. Hopefully they get back together, but whatever.
The whole Vlog Squad is so funny. I watch all of their videos. I listen to David and Jason's podcast. Yeah. I went to the live views tour in Houston last year, and I took Lauren with me, and we did a whole meet and greet. Ricky's right. I'm really obsessed.
Honestly, their group reminds me of a modern Impractical Jokers.
Yeah, kind of like a young version. Yeah. Except Jason. Sorry, Jason, love you, but you're a little bit older.
Not young.
Jason's birthday is the day after mine. Fun fact. Gemini power.
Anyways.
Yeah, I'm creepy obsessed with them. It's one of those things where I listen to them and I'm I feel like I could be friends with them. I watch their videos and I feel like I fit in.
For sure.
I don't know if everyone feels that way. Yeah. Totally. Cool. Same. Yeah. Okay, so let's expose Ricky now. Now that he exposed me.
Here we go.
This isn't as fun of a fact, but it's a fun fact.
Fun fact. Hi.
Ricky has a problem with drinks in his car at all times. We'll go somewhere and he'll get a drink and put it in his car, and then we'll go somewhere else 10 minutes later, he'll get another drink and put it in his car, and then sooner or later we're up to our eyeballs in drinks. Constantly. Yeah. We go somewhere and he's like, oh, let me take this drink out. Let me throw this drink out. Let me take this drink inside. And I'm Are you okay? Why are you so thirsty?
Dehydrated. And it's not even water.
It's never water. It's always
never
sweet tea.
Water.
Always sweet tea.
Sweet tea or Dr. Pepper.
Or, yeah, Dr. Pepper.
It just happens like that.
It's fine. I support your drinking.
Yeah.
Your non-alcoholic
My
drinking.
non-alcoholic drinking, thank you very much.
Yeah. So, like I said,
It's
not as fun
fine.
of a fact, but I'll think of better ones next time.
True. I mean, did I ever tell you that I figured out why I'm so obsessed with sweet tea?
No.
It's because my mom told me that she drank pregnant.
Whoa!
All right, different episode. She drank sweet tea the entirety of the time that she was pregnant with me.
That would make so much sense.
Yeah, that's what she told me. And I was like, so it's your fault.
Funny. You know, I asked my
Happy
mom...
Mother's Day!
Oh my god. Yeah, it's Mother's Day today.
What's up?
I asked my mom if I was in an accident because my brother, I have 2 older brothers, but the one right above me is 3 years older than me.
Uh-huh.
So I asked her if I was in an accident.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, you all kind of were. I was like, the tea!
Exposed.
The tea's hot. She said they didn't
Dang.
try for any of us or not try for any of us. They just kind of let go and let God is what she said.
After they got married, they say, yeet. Yeet. They say, yeet. Take it off. That's funny. I figured out I was an anniversary baby.
Fun.
Yeah, their anniversary is in November.
Scandalous.
I know, and then it kind of worked on. 9 months later.
It's fine. I support that. They got down and busy on their anniversary.
Yeah.
Cute.
Lovely.
Love that. Sorry, I know it's your parents, not my parents.
It's fine.
Okay, cool. Today's topic is social media. Cool. So social media is a huge thing right now.
Yeah.
And I would say has been for the last 4 years.
Maybe
4 to
even longer
5
than
years.
that, yeah.
I feel like it got really big.
High school.
Yeah, it got really big when I was a senior in high school.
Yeah.
Which was 6 years ago. 7 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
That was when I joined Instagram. I didn't join Instagram until I was a senior in high school.
True. Because honestly, whenever Apple came out with their first iPhone, which was, that was my 5th grade.
And
year.
we're 2 years apart. Yeah.
So you were middle school.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, social media has been coming increasing.
It's on the incline for sure.
It is.
And there are so many different types of social media at this point. You can put
for sure. And each one has their own thing. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're all means of social media, posting pictures or posting about your life, but as the years go on, each one has their own type of thing now.
Yeah, they have their own individual purpose, which is kind of fun.
Crazy. Love it.
So, what would you say is your favorite social media?
Twitter.
I think I agree.
I love Twitter.
Twitter is good.
To all our followers, to all our viewers, if you love Twitter, please comment below because...
Speaking of social media, we have our own social media for the podcast.
Oh.
We didn't even say that. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Podcast Youngins.
Subscribe down below.
Yeah, also our YouTube channel, but if you're watching this, you've already seen it. If you're listening on a podcast listening app, you can look at us on YouTube as well to watch the videos. But yeah,
just a side story. Anyways.
Twitter.
Love Twitter. I don't know. Twitter has just transformed.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny because at the beginning, people would just tweet about their life, tweet it complaining.
Yeah.
But now it's just honestly, Twitter has educated me a lot. It really has.
I agree.
And then Twitter has also just become a form of exposing dumb people.
Literally.
It's so funny.
So, for those of you who were around for the Vine era,
yes,
I was obsessed with Vines. Even to this day, I watch like YouTube compilations of old Vines.
Oh, Vines, yes.
Love, right? I feel like Twitter is the new Vine with its own benefits to it, but also it has like Vine incorporated.
Oh,
but
I can see that.
Vine has short videos. Twitter has long videos. But there's so many funny ass videos.
So much. It's hilarious. And I honestly don't know how we don't pay for Twitter.
Yeah, how is Twitter free? Like, don't
put anything.
Don't charge us, but like, how?
I don't understand.
Yeah,
it's just the amount of people that are that dumb, and people are just reacting to fast. Yeah. And also memes. When any like celebrity event, any like award ceremony,
TV shows,
people are like literally watching every second
Yeah.
to post a meme on Twitter and get her to go viral.
Yeah. So Zane, part of the vlog squad, Hijazi, he watches Game of Thrones, and he recently posted a video clip of one of the most recent episodes. I don't watch Game of Thrones, so I don't know anything
Which is
about
the one with the coffee?
With the coffee cup.
Yes.
He posted this clip of one of the episodes of Game of Thrones where there's a coffee cup in the background, like a Starbucks, not Starbucks, but like a famous coffee place, right?
Like one.
It's like a modern coffee cup.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be in the clip. He posted it on Twitter, and then all of a sudden it was like this huge thing, and he was like, whoa, am I gonna get sued for like outing Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
But it's just like crazy.
It was crazy.
How fast that blew up.
There was something on, I think it was Jimmy Fallon, that Sophie Turner, who's also on Game of Thrones, she did like an interview with Jimmy Fallon, and she like blamed one of the actresses for it. She was like, it's her fault!
Funny. Like, that's
like
so funny that, like, I don't watch Game of Thrones, but even if I did, I would have
never watched it, which is crazy.
And it got so much hype for that one video
one
that he posted.
scene of just a coffee cup.
Yeah, just chilling in the background.
Chilling. That's it.
How
I don't even
funny.
know how people recognize it, honestly.
I don't either. I never would have noticed that. Yeah, like,
I wouldn't even be looking at it, honestly.
I was going to say, I probably would have seen the cup, but not even, like, thought about it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Insane. Whatever.
I agree. I think Twitter's my favorite. I also agree about, like, the educational part. Like, I've learned so much on Twitter.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
What's it called? Like, issues of today.
Oh, yeah.
Like, things that are going on in the world get way more press on Twitter than it does in mainstream news.
Yeah.
Which is terrifying.
Yeah.
That our news isn't reporting these things, but it's nice that, like, young people who have access to this information that, like, older people who don't use Twitter don't have, you know?
Well, it's also, I feel like they're just taking into effect that people, like, our generations aren't watching cable TV.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, like, I don't. I rarely do, honestly.
I would say most young people that don't live at home. Because a lot of young people that live at home, maybe their parents still have cable.
And they, like, watch it with them.
And the funny thing is, I pay for cable. I have cable.
Same.
And I don't watch it, like, hardly ever. It's, like, all about Netflix and Hulu. And, I'm obsessed with YouTube.
HBO,
I watch YouTube, like, 24/7. And if I'm not watching YouTube, I watch Netflix.
Yeah.
So
there's just so many more, like, streaming options, I think.
Yeah.
That's why, like, I guess most of our generation doesn't watch cable.
I think it's all about the commercials. Like, we don't have to suffer through commercials.
Yeah.
Which,
I can get that.
I don't know, is that a good thing? Because, like, how do brands get recognition nowadays?
True. I mean,
Twitter.
It's all about Twitter, marketing materials through social media. That's how they're becoming more of a thing now.
Yeah.
Crazy.
What are your thoughts on Instagram?
Okay, Instagram is very, I guess, what Facebook used to be, I think, is very just like, because it's all about pictures. That's really it.
Yeah.
And the people, I mean, like, my followers and, like, my friends and everything, usually, like, Instagram is just used to, like, kind of show off your life rather than kind of update. I don't know. Or it could be both. Yeah. Like, if something monumental happens, they're going to post it.
Yeah.
Like, engagements, graduations, parties, or like having, like Mother's Day, celebrations, anything like that.
Travel.
I think and if the pictures look good, obviously.
That's the main criteria.
The main criteria is having good pictures, and then you would be like, that's Instagram worthy.
Yeah, 100%.
Do it for the gram. Shout out Elsie.
Well, that's the thing. Like, people do it for the gram now. Like, Lauren and I went to take pictures in San Antonio yesterday. Paid $10 to get into this event. Drove 2 hours. Well, technically 3 hours because there was traffic. 3 hours to get there.
It's only supposed to take an hour and a half to San Antonio.
Yeah, took us 3 hours yesterday. That's a whole separate topic.
That's a separate topic. Separate combo.
But, like, we paid to go to this thing, paid to drive there, took the time out of our day to spend an hour in there taking pictures just to post them on Instagram.
That's it.
Like, that's such a bizarre concept to me, but, like, I would do it again.
I mean, okay, so I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Especially because Lauren also sent me the post about Wonder Bar, the new bar, and it's just like Instagram-worthy photo sessions everywhere.
There's a new bar here in Austin called Wonder Bar, and the whole hype around it is that it stimulates your 5 senses.
Yeah.
So that they have, like, things you can touch, things you can taste because they have drinks.
Obviously.
And then they have, like, scents, so things you can smell. What are the other senses? Hear. So there's sound, there's music.
There's music, obviously. What is it? Sight, touch, feel.
Hear. Taste.
Taste. There you go. So
that's
food.
alcohol.
Oh.
I already said that.
We did say that.
I'm confused. How many senses are there? There's 5.
Smell, sight, hear.
Oh, sight. That's the one we didn't say.
Oh, okay.
So there's things to see.
So, the Instagram worthy stuff.
But basically they have a bunch of, like, cute little spots in the bar that, like, are meant to be taken pictures of.
Yeah.
Like,
and it looks cute. It
want.
looks cool. Like, there's just... And it's just, like, it's not all the same. That's what I like about it.
Yeah.
It's just, like, there's different kind of themes all around.
Yeah, it's not, like one theme. It is very different.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
And it's, like, open, too. Because there's, like, a lot of underground bars here in Austin.
Yeah.
But I like how it's just, like, open.
Well, and it seems like businesses nowadays, that's, like, their main focal point when they're trying to build a business is, like, how do we get people to come here?
Yeah.
Like, we make it worthwhile, like, for them to post on social media.
Exactly.
Right?
I agree.
Like, there are so many famous food places, and then people go and they say the food isn't that good, but it's so pretty.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about, like, Rainbow Grilled Cheese.
Yes.
That was a huge thing, probably like a year ago, right?
Thing.
And I have tried a rainbow grilled cheese. It tastes like a grilled cheese. But these people charge like $12, $15 for a grilled cheese. And you have to go way out of your way to get it. But it's like, you do it for the gram.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh.
I would do a lot for the gram. If we're being honest.
I mean, we all know.
Yeah. And I say that, but like if you go on my Instagram, I haven't posted in like a month. So.
Yeah. Wow, speaking of grilled cheese, you just said that. It reminded me of this food truck that's downtown and they sell lobster grilled cheese.
Oh, Garbo's?
Yes.
So good.
So good. If you live in Austin, go get it because it's unbelievable. Okay, back to topic.
Anyways, off of grilled cheeses. Yeah, Instagram, I think Instagram will be around forever.
I think so too.
Some of the other ones, I'm not convinced. Like, I think Facebook will eventually fall off like MySpace did.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because it's being like all the things that you can get out of Facebook, you can now do with Twitter and Instagram. Like, True. You don't even need Facebook anymore.
But it's crazy. So I graduated with a bachelor's in marketing, and going through the marketing department, especially like with the jobs that I had, looking at the demographic ages that use each app and social media is what's keeping it there.
Yeah, I
mean,
like
Facebook is more used by like 27 and up ages.
I believe that.
And that's because like that's where like our parents, which we're gonna get into that. That's where our parents like use social media. Like they post on Facebook.
Yeah.
That's how like families communicate each other. That's how like alumni who graduate from high school reunions get
like events and stuff. It's big for events.
Yeah, I
maybe
can see
that is the only thing that, like, I think there are benefits to it, but I think the other ones will take over. I really do.
I can see
But like
that.
maybe the events, I don't know. Unless a different app takes on that piece of it, then like why would we need
then
Facebook?
why would we need it? Yeah.
You know?
I can see that. And Facebook stories I don't get. It's the same thing.
That's just Facebook trying to be Instagram. And Instagram was trying to be Snapchat.
Oh.
So chill. So they're like sneaky.
Oh, for sure.
Because
Everyone's subtle, but it's just like
Snapchat was huge.
Oh yeah.
And then now I feel like people don't use I personally never use Snapchat.
True. Honestly, ever since Snapchat came up with the map, the geo map, and everyone started getting exposed, I think that's when it started declining.
I disabled my location on that. Like I only share it with like 5 people. You might be one of them. But I don't have it open to everyone. I think that's mad creepy.
It is.
I don't need all these
so
like
weird.
Especially like okay, if you're a young person and you're dating and you like share your Snapchat with somebody, like you don't necessarily want everyone to know what your location is.
Yeah. And not that like you're even trying to like you're hiding something.
No, it's just like to protect yourself.
That's just protect yourself though. Yeah. Like a lot of people will make the excuse and like, oh, like what are you trying to hide? It's like nothing. Like I'm just trying to hide my safety.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah. I recently shared my location with my mom because she has an iPhone now.
Oh yeah.
And I shared my location with her and she's like, oh, so I can know where you are at all times? I'm like, yeah, like, I don't care. You're my mom.
You're like, never mind, block.
Delete. No, but it's like, I talk to my mom often anyway, so she probably knows where I am anyways, but it's like,
True.
I gave it to her just in case I don't text her back or something, and she can, instead of freaking out, she can
like,
look at my location and be like, okay, she's home, maybe she's taking a nap or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Makes
but
sense.
She was like, so, like, surprised that I would give her my location. I was like, I don't do anything.
It's like,
I'm home or I'm with my friends.
You're like, this is just for protection.
And she's not from Austin, so like she doesn't know where any of these places are.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So it doesn't matter. It's really just like for her to keep track of me if like I don't answer my phone, which happens because every time I go to bed I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. When I take a nap, when I'm at work usually, my phone is on Do Not Disturb. So
I rarely put that button on.
I use it
but
all the time. All the time. So, yeah.
But yeah, Snapchat has been declining as far as usage because of the map thing. But honestly, like, I don't know. It's because whenever they come out with those, like, stories from, like, magazine, news. Like, that's the same thing. Like, that's cable news and, like, media coverage trying to get into our demographic ages.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think that's, I don't know, it's so weird.
Especially for the magazines, because, like, nobody really reads magazines anymore. So that's a way for those companies to stay in business.
Exactly.
It's like, how do we market the people that we've been marketing to, because they're not reading magazines anymore. So how do we
because it's like another subscription that we have to like, pay for. So I'm like, why am I going to pay for that if I'm not going to read it?
Except you can find me in Barnes & Noble reading them for free and then leaving and not buying them. So joke's on y'all.
Take that, Barnes & Noble.
I don't do that often, but I'm just saying if I wanted to, I could.
Barnes & Noble's going to comment.
How dare you? They're going to be like, we're charging you next time you come in.
It's like going to Jason's Deli and getting a free ice cream and walking out.
Or like Krispy Kreme.
Oh, getting a free donut. Which apparently is not supposed to be a thing.
I was the one that told you that.
I know! Krispy Kreme!
So the rumor was that Krispy Kreme, when they have their red light flashing, that means they're giving out free donuts. Free hot donuts.
Because they just made a batch. Like, they made a whole batch.
Fresh
they made them
batch,
fresh. Yeah. And then when you walk in,
they give you a free donut. So one time I went there, and I was going to get donuts anyways, but like, I went there because I like wanted to get donuts, and I'm like, oh, they have their hot sign on. I'm going to get a free donut too. Yeah. I walk in, didn't give me a free donut, so I got my donuts, I paid for them, and I left. So then I tweeted them, because what do I do when I'm upset?
You tweet, and you at the company straight forward.
I tweeted at Krispy Kreme, and I said, how dare you have your hot sign on and not give me my free freaking donut? And then they had the audacity to tweet me back and say that the hot sign does not mean they're giving out free donuts. The hot sign means they have hot donuts. And I was like, my whole life is a lie. Oh, God. So I found that out the hard way. But ever since then, still, every time I go, they give me a free donut. So, like, are all those employees breaking the rules or what?
Maybe, honestly.
I don't know.
Or because
someone had to tell them that. No one just like made that up that they're going to start giving out free donuts.
Because I don't think Krispy Kreme is a franchise to where each owner does their own separate thing.
No, I don't think so.
Because that's how Chick-fil-A is.
That's how a lot of fast food restaurants are. But
I don't think Krispy Kreme.
I didn't think they are either, but maybe. I honestly have no idea.
But it might just be.
I thought it was a universal thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought, but apparently not. So if you're an employee of Krispy Kreme, we'll keep your secret.
Tweet me.
Tweet Kristen. K-Mad TV.
K-Mad TV. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we talked about like what we like about social media.
True, yeah.
Let's talk about the downside.
Ooh.
There's a lot.
There's a lot. Facebook has increased their amount of like cyberbullying, like negative commentary, which is crazy because you wouldn't think that. And like the amount of like, you know, like I said, the demographic on Facebook. But yeah, which is crazy.
Cyberbullying is so big right now, which is like so many. Back to YouTube, because I always talk about how YouTube is my favorite thing to ever exist. I wouldn't consider it social media, but I guess technically it is, because people can comment.
Exactly.
You like have accounts, people can comment.
Yeah.
So many accounts get their YouTube comments disabled because people don't know how to be nice.
Yeah, I can
like,
see that.
I watch a lot of family channels, like channels that have kids. Don't ask me why. I don't have kids. I don't plan on having kids in the next few years or anytime soon. So, like, I don't know why that appeals to me, but I watch a lot of, like, family channels. So, they all currently have their comments disabled because there's, like, pedophiles, like, commenting creepy things. That's so, YouTube doesn't feel safe, like, doesn't feel like the channels are safe to have their kids subjected to that.
Yeah.
Which I agree with, but like it also sucks because then those channels lose their engagement with their followers.
True.
Like they lose a whole channel of communication.
Yeah.
Just because someone doesn't know how to be nice or keep their like weird disturbing thoughts to themselves.
Which is weird. I don't know. That's a
I just don't. And like if you go on YouTube, you see like Gabby Hanna, if you know who she is, she's a YouTuber. She was on Vine. Then when Vine ended, she transitioned to
Isn't she a singer now?
YouTube. Yeah. She makes music. She's one of my favorite YouTubers. I think she's incredible. She's so funny. She's so talented. But she gets so much hate.
Oh.
It is insane.
Yeah.
She posts on her Twitter a lot or on her Instagram about like she'll screenshot like comments that people will say things to her, and it makes me sick to my stomach.
It's
like,
insane.
And don't get me wrong, I watch channels sometimes and I'm like, I didn't like that they said this or did this, but like, would I ever?
But you're not gonna go out. Yeah, you're not gonna go out of your way.
No.
And it's one thing to like comment hatred stuff.
Yeah.
But it's another thing to be like, you know, I didn't really like what you said, but I can understand where you're coming from.
But even
and like
then,
kind of just like criticizing them in a way, but like, you know, but
I mean,
I don't know,
yeah,
it's weird.
if you felt compelled to say something,
then
at least say it respectfully.
Like voice your opinion.
But like even then, I'm like, if you don't like something that they said or something that they did, don't watch them. Like that's the secret.
Don't watch the video.
Don't watch them.
Yeah, I can
like Manny MUA, the intro to his videos is like, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. That's literally what he says.
Love that.
And I'm like,
hell
yeah, Manny. Screw those people. I really don't understand.
Yeah. I can understand
it makes me mad. I'm like, I don't understand how you can't keep your mean thoughts to yourself. Like, what do you get out of it?
Yeah, like, what's the benefit?
Especially because the majority of these big YouTubers either, one, don't see them or don't respond to them.
Yeah.
So it's like, what do you get out of commenting?
So, like, are you trying to get a reaction? Like, are you trying, like, you know? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, that's what they always say, that, like, they want to rile them up.
Yeah.
But it's like, a lot of times you're not going to get a response, so what's the point?
Exactly. They don't care.
Yeah, it's like, spend your time better elsewhere.
Dude, really, though. Help the environment. Come on.
Do something.
Volunteer.
It's such a waste of time and energy. I just don't understand.
Write it in your journal. Write it down. Yeah. If you need to do that. I mean, come on.
With social media on the rise, that's also on the rise, which is really unfortunate. It's just like hate.
Yeah.
I mean, in the world in general right now.
It really sucks. But honestly, like, if you're wasting your time thinking or even like writing down or saying negative thoughts, then get out of here.
Yeah. Just think about how successful you would be if you spent all that time and energy focused on something productive to your life.
Yeah, or like making yourself successful, making the world a better place, helping the environment, you know, adopting a dog.
Like doing anything.
Helping.
Literally
like just
anything.
In like subtle ways.
Yeah. I personally will never understand that.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like, we start to see more people advocating for less bullying online. That's what I'm hoping. A lot of like the big celebrities and YouTubers and influencers will take action against that. That's what I'm hoping, but I guess time will tell.
I mean, honestly, like, what's her AOS? Alexandria Ocasio?
Torres. Yeah, whatever.
Torres.
I mean, her political opinions are a different thing. We're just talking about her stance on social media.
Just stances on social media. Like, she has taken... I've seen her a lot on Twitter more, but that's because, like, a lot of media coverage and, like, political views are coming to Twitter now, which...
There's positives and negatives.
Positives and negatives on that, too.
Yeah.
But I've seen her rise against other views, and I've seen her kind of combat it more than other political candidates.
The thing is, though, like, with that, I think there's such thing as being too involved in things that you shouldn't be spending your time on. Does that make sense? Yeah. With Donald Trump being on Twitter.
Yes.
Regardless of my political opinions on his political standpoints.
Correct.
I think that the president has a better use of time doing other things than tweeting. Rather he, like, even if he was tweeting good things, helpful
positive things about the country.
I think regardless, I would be kind of like, why is my president on Twitter right now?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a bill to sign? True. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what I think about all politicians.
Because
I'm like, I would rather you spend your time doing something else.
Correct. Because you know, I mean, obviously, we all know he doesn't tweet it himself. He tells his assistant, or he tells his social media assistant.
Sure, yeah.
But, like, still, having your social media, telling them to be, like, tweet this.
Yeah.
It's like, no. Help the country.
Yeah, it's like, go do something else.
Exactly.
I think that for all politicians, I'm like, no.
True. And I have
Stay in your lane.
And I have seen a rise in that. And granted, yes, like we said, there are positive and negative on that. Mm-hmm. And, which...
My dog is here, if you can
hear that.
She gave us a little shimmy.
But, I don't know. It's a complicated topic, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
Having, like, seeing the positive sides, like, I'm glad, like, they're trying to reach out to the younger generation because they are going to be the ones to be able to vote when the presidential campaign comes in.
I think it's smart.
When the campaigns come into play.
I think it's smart.
It is smart. But it comes, like you said, it comes to a point where, okay, you're too involved now. Like, you need to be doing your actual job.
100%.
Which I get, and I completely agree. This is how opinions work, if you don't understand. You be open-minded if you can't tell.
I mean, we'll probably end up having a whole separate episode on politics. Yeah, true. And, like, because that's such an emerging thing.
I need to catch up on politics.
That's such an emerging thing in our age group. True. Where people are either, like, I don't want to say overly involved because, like, can you be overly involved in politics? But, like, to the point of, like, they're not being open-minded.
Oh, yeah.
Or they're like, oh, I don't care about politics.
Trying to hear the other side. Or, like, just close-minded on the whole political issue.
They're either very close-minded or they don't care about politics, which, like, both are very dangerous.
True.
So, we'll bring that up separately because that's going to be a whole topic.
Yeah. Next conversation. But...
I almost dropped my drink.
So, older generation. So, I'm talking about, like, baby boomers at this point. Because that's when...
What's the age of baby boomers? Let me look it up.
Yeah, let's look this up real quick.
Because I honestly don't know. I hear that term all the time, and I still have no idea.
Baby boomer generation. Let's see. Baby boomers. The first baby boomers reached the standard retirement age of 65 in 2011 if they were born from 1946 to 1964.
Okay, so those are both my parents. They're both baby boomers.
Same here.
Okay. So, yeah,
my dad was right before. That's crazy. Anyways.
Cool, let's talk about baby boomers and social media.
On social media.
Really just all older people.
Yeah, honestly.
Anyone over the age of, like, 35.
Yeah, okay, that works. Like it. And it's, I don't know, because like I said, a lot of them use Facebook, but I've seen a lot of them try to get into Twitter, and I just don't like it. It's just it's just weird.
That's another, like, stay in your lane.
Yes.
That's how I feel about it.
And granted, you're, like, some people will comment on this, like, my parents are so hip and cool, like, they deserve a Twitter and all this stuff. No.
Disagree.
I disagree on that. I'm so sorry. But it's just, like, no.
My mom doesn't have a Facebook. She doesn't have any social media at all. I feel like older people, if they do have social media, they have Facebook and that's it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, my dad has a Facebook and that's it. But he even, like, really doesn't use it. Mm-hmm. But my aunt, who is probably going to watch this, and Trisha, I love you a whole lot. I love you with my whole heart. You're like my second mother. She has an Instagram. Doesn't post that often. So, like, that's not a problem.
Okay.
It's more of the fact that she looks at all my posts and sends them to my mom. And my mom will text me. Like, I posted a picture of you when we went to my sorority's formal last year.
Oh, yeah,
And I posted a picture of Ricky and I. And my mom texted me and was like, who's that guy in your picture? And I was like, what are you talking about? What picture? She's like, on your Instagram. I was like...
Well, we did the prom
pose. And I was like, well, actually, it was a little bit more scandalous. I was touching your butt in that picture.
It happens.
And I was like, oh my God, so creeped out. How does she know that I posted that picture? And then it kept happening. My mom would be like, who's that person in your picture? Wow. Oh, I didn't know you went to that thing that you posted a picture of. I'm like, how do you know this? I'm like, scared. What? Do you have a tracker on me? I'm so scared.
That's funny.
Yeah, so then I found out that it was my aunt who always tells my mom about it. And, like, I totally don't mind. I don't post anything questionable.
Yeah.
It's just, like, funny. It's funny because my mom will never get social media, but she wants everyone to know, to tell me. To tell her about me.
About you. Which makes sense. I mean,
it's
fine. You know, you're their baby.
I can't picture my mom having an Instagram, and I really don't ever want that to happen.
My mom has an Instagram. She rarely posts, which, you know, like, she doesn't... Yeah. It's not her, like, I'm on it 24/7, you know? Which, I'm on it 24/7.
Oh, same.
But, she's not on it as much as well. And then she'll update her like family and friends basically if she's not there able to like communicate them.
Yeah.
So like people that she cares about, she'll like update them like what's coming up or like what's going on in her life.
Yeah.
And I really like that. She'll post on Facebook and she'll post on Instagram, but that's it. She asked about Snapchat like years ago, and I was like, no, ma'am, we're not doing this.
No.
She was like, what? You don't want me to get a Snapchat? I was like, no. I don't want you.
No.
We're not going in that subject.
That's
So
funny.
I blocked that out of the way.
Do they ask you, like, do your parents ask you for help, like, on, like, doing things on social media?
At
Like, hey,
first
how
they
do you
did.
do this?
And then they got the hang of it.
I cannot.
Yeah.
I actually cannot. I helped my dad set up his Facebook. I, like, took his little picture of him and everything.
Oh, yeah.
But my mom has an Amazon Alexa,
Uh-huh.
which is not social media, but it's, like, an electronic device.
Yes.
Does not know how to work it at all.
Yeah.
She texts me all the time and she's like, why won't Alexa do that? Why won't Alexa do that? And then they reset their password for their Wi-Fi, so it disconnected Alexa. So when I was home last week, my mom was like, I need you to set up Alexa. I was like, what? Don't you know how to do that? You have the app on your phone. She was like, no. I don't know how to do that. I was like, okay. And then I forgot to do it, but...
That's funny though.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens.
It's
My mom,
fine.
there was only like a couple of times where she asked me to help her with Facebook, and it was just because she kept getting emails of the notifications that she's getting, which she's already getting the notifications on the app.
Yeah.
And so I think it was just the settings wise, but other than that, she like figured it out afterwards. So
That's
it's not
good.
really like questions more about it, but
That's good.
she'll comment on everyone though.
I love
on Facebook, not on Instagram, but on Facebook, she'll comment on every single post. Love you, Mama Murta. You're
Love
great.
ya.
Love you so much. But she will comment on everything.
Yeah.
And she'll comment on like my friends' posts too, which they love her to death. Everyone
love
loves her.
that.
But she's just a positive person. Like she was like,
We need more
love
of her.
you. Like you're doing great.
You're doing
Congrats,
great, sweetie.
You're doing great, sweetie. But yeah, like she just does it, and it's
Cool.
It's really cool. I love her so much.
I'm excited to see where that goes. Like with older people being on social media, I only think that it'll continue to happen more and more. And I'm like low-key kind of happy about it because it's so entertaining.
Yeah,
Like
it
so
is
entertaining. And the memes that come out of it are even better. Even better, if you can imagine.
So good.
Cool.
There was one meme on Facebook that was like, "Wow, can I just get a job that pays $3,000 an hour?" Did I show you that?
Yeah.
I was like,
Love
okay,
that.
man.
We could have a whole episode on memes.
on memes like later on. It's just
Love.
really funny. Like the stuff that you can find is just hilarious.
So entertaining. Well, we're gonna have a whole separate podcast episode later about like dating and relationships.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna dive into this too deep, but I wanted to talk about my ex. I use the term ex very loosely because there are people that I've like casually dated a little bit more seriously.
Yeah.
But I never really like proclaimed any of this to the world.
Yeah.
To my family, so if my family's watching this, like, news to them. But, like, to my friends,
Your aunt,
like...
text your mom.
Probably. Shut up, boyfriend! But, yeah, so I say ex very loosely. It's like, if you don't know about it, don't be offended, because I, like, never really talk about it, just because it's, like, a very loose concept to me.
Yeah.
But anyways, there was this guy that I casually dated in college, and he will not leave me alone on social media.
Oh.
And... when we were dating, he didn't have any social media. Like, he always said, oh, that wasn't his thing. He didn't have any of it.
Okay.
We stopped talking.
Yeah.
And then, to this day, at least, like, once a month, he adds me on social media. Whether it be he sends me a friend request on Facebook, he follows me on Instagram, he adds me on Snapchat, and I always just, like, remove it.
Yeah.
I, like, decline the whatever.
How does he find your Snapchat?
I have no idea. Well, he probably still has my phone number.
Oh.
I have never gotten a different phone number, so.
Oh, okay. Maybe that makes sense.
So.
That's weird,
but
though.
here's the kicker. Every time he adds me, it's a different profile. Like, it's a different username. Well, on Facebook, he doesn't change his name. It's the same name.
Yeah.
But it's, like, a different profile that he just made.
What?
And on Snapchat, it's always a different username.
What?
And it's always a different picture of him.
What?
So he just re-added me on Facebook, or friend requested me on Facebook, like a few days ago, and it's a picture of him, I'm not even joking, from like 9th grade. What? What are you doing? Like, it's weird enough.
This is so long ago.
It's weird enough that he keeps friend requesting me and, like, sending me invites, but then on top of it is, like, why are you posting pictures of you when you were, like, 14?
Yeah.
Why?
That's so... I just report him, honestly.
I just, like, keep deleting it, and honestly, with Facebook, I'm very, like, loosey-goosey. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't ever, like, delete friend requests. I just, like, don't respond to them, because I don't want them to, like... know that I declined it, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I always just, like, leave them, but then if you don't accept it, it keeps popping up when you go to your notifications.
Oh, yeah,
it just stays there. And I was sick of looking at his stupid 14-year-old face that I had to delete it. It drove me insane. And then with Instagram, like, if he follows me on Instagram, like, 2 weeks later, he'll unfollow me.
So
and
what's
then follow me on a different
you?
profile, like, 2 weeks later.
What? What's the point of following you then?
I couldn't tell you. I honestly have
it.
no idea.
That's weird.
So, probably, like, 2 months ago...
That's, like, harassment type. Probably
yeah,
not that bad,
it's, like, creepy.
That's creepy, though.
About 2 months ago, he added me on Snapchat. And, like, up until this point, had no communication with him in a couple years. Like, zero.
Yeah.
And I decided to accept it because I wanted to see...
Stupid mistake from there.
So it was so stupid. I wanted to see what he had to say. I was like, what does this kid have to say to me that he keeps sending me social media requests? Mm-hmm. Like, does he have something important to tell me? Like, I just had to know. I had to know why he's still trying to be in contact with me after, like, 4 or 5 years.
For sure.
Like, why?
Had to.
So, I accept his request on Snapchat and I add him back. Mm-hmm. And he messages me instantly. DMs me. And I was like, and I think he just said, like, hi or hey or something, and I was like, long time no talk.
Vague. We don't like that.
I was like, long time no talk. Then he sends me a slew of very inappropriate, very degrading, very mean messages.
Oh.
And I was like, delete?
Delete?
I didn't even respond. No, wait, I did respond. I was like, this is what you keep adding me on social media for 5 years to tell me. And then I deleted him.
Damn.
I was like... Are you okay?
Really?
Like, I think
like,
he's
that
delusional.
just goes back to the point, like, what?
And he's probably going to see this now because he stalks me, clearly. So.
Yeah. So, hey. Hello.
So, yeah.
That's
you know
insane.
who you are.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, why take the time? Like, why take so much time out of your day just to send mean and degrading messages?
Right.
Like, what's the benefit?
Well, and even, like, that was something else I wanted to talk about, like, random stalkers and creepers that pop up. Especially, I feel like it's more common on Instagram, like, to get DMs from,
for
like,
sure.
random accounts.
Oh, Twitter and Instagram are prime time for sugar daddies.
I was about to say that.
One of my best friends, you know who you are, got DM in Twitter.
Like, do you want to be my sugar baby? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had
like,
so many
sugar
friends
babies
that have
are
done
a thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
and they're
like
people who
these old men
out of state,
out of country,
apparently now.
Yeah,
but that's so freaking weird.
I've seen that too. That part hasn't happened to me, but I have had friends that'll tell me, like, oh, they get message requests because on Instagram, if you're not following someone, then you have to, like, request to message them. And and then you can, like, go in and accept or deny it. But they get a lot where it's like, hey, do you want to be my sugar baby?
That's
like,
crazy.
What? And I get, like, a random one here or there from, like, someone in the adult entertainment that'll be like, hey, come check out my page. And I'm like, one, how did you find me? Two, what about my profile makes you think that I want to come to your adult entertainment page? Because I don't.
No,
thank you. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's, like, a very common thing.
And like, some of the stories that I've heard about, like, the sugar daddy part of, some of them will ask for, you know, like, inappropriate photos, obviously.
Yeah.
And then, but this one, the one that hit up my best friend, said that he only wanted selfies, like, normal selfies of her face. That's it. And it was an online relationship.
What?
That's it.
Then why didn't he just, like, follow her on Instagram and get it for free?
And he was going to give her $4,000 to start off. And a new car.
My God.
But granted, my best friend is, like, one of the most nicest people in the world. So she was like, oh, no. Like, I don't want a new car. But she was like, $4,000, yeah. But it was just like, she was she was more curious as to like how this works overall,
Yeah.
so she kept asking questions. And even I was curious about how this works
Yeah.
too, because she was like,
She's
okay.
doing the research for us.
Yeah, so she was asking questions like if I wanted to leave, like can I leave the relationship? And the guy was like, oh yeah, like if you want to leave, just tell me. You're good to go. You can leave.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's very
and he was
nice
so
of him.
nice about it too. And I was like, what?
He wasn't like demanding.
He wasn't like demanding. He wasn't anything. Like he was like, yeah, if you want to leave, go for it. But like the only thing that he asked was like, once he sent the money, don't like block him or anything like that. At first, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to like first start out.
Yeah.
He was just saying like, if you want to leave, tell me.
Okay.
And then like, you know, like just don't block
Like
me.
a very respectful relationship.
Yeah, very respectful online relationship. And he's from California. That's where he is. And it's just like this stuff. I was like, what?
Did she do it or no?
No, she ended up not doing it because he asked for like bank information and stuff. So she was like, yeah, I ain't
that
gonna
might
go
be a
through with that.
scam. Yeah,
it was a
be like,
it was
you
sketch.
you can Venmo me. You don't need my routing number.
Because he even said like, I'll cash app you.
Oh.
But then he asked for bank information. I was like, well, then if you want, like, that doesn't go together. So at that point, she was like, nah, like, we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, that could have been $4,000 split 2 ways.
For real.
Sorry, dude.
Damn.
That sucks.
That would have been sick, though.
I
I don't
know!
understand why he would do that. That's how you know it's a scam, because, like, if you just want selfies, why don't you just follow someone's Instagram account?
Exactly.
Like you
there's
don't
no
need
point of
to
it.
cash up them for it.
Unless you want, like, a selfie per day, that's different.
Well,
but, like,
yeah.
He just wanted selfies like, per week, though.
Bizarre.
Yeah, it was so weird. That was
Scam.
through Twitter.
That sounds like a scam.
Yeah, it was through Twitter, too. And I was like,
Interesting. Cool.
Damn.
Well, that's like all we wanted to talk about.
Yeah. That
We
was
had
a
a
conversation.
good combo. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you like thought this was entertaining in some form or fashion.
Yeah, I hope y'all are excited for what's to come, especially
Yeah.
the topics that we're gonna cover. You know, if you're in our generation, which I think is Gen Z, Gen X,
Yeah, we're both
something like
technically
that.
Gen Z.
Yeah. Millennials, you know, if you've seen Eliza Schlesinger, elder millennial, if you call it.
Yeah.
If you're on YouTube, follow us, subscribe to us. If you have any topics, comment below.
Yeah.
We're excited. This is the first start of our, you know, new journey.
Yeah. Cheesy. All right. Well, we enjoyed talking to you guys. We'll see you in our next episode.
All right. We
Bye.
got her done. Later.